Funko Pops. In box, out of box, what's your preference? The debate is, keep them in the box, you can resell them, make some money, they hold their value. And Funko says that they don't seal the boxes, so you can actually take them out, display them. So then it's pretty easy. So you could take them out, display them, put them back in, and as long as you're pretty gentle and take care of the box, nobody will be none the wiser if you try to sell it on a secondhand market. Now the issue is, I typically like things out of box. Yes, there's some stuff that I have in box that is worth a little bit more, and that's kind of how I purchased it, or just kind of took off that way. But this one right here is a Walmart exclusive 3-pack of The Office, Michael, Dwight, and Jim in their Dunder Mifflin uniforms when they go try and burn Utica to the ground. I'm just kidding. But the point is, sometimes you're just kind of set up for failure. So I got this from Walmart. I never ever have the luck of seeing these in store. They usually get picked up and then they get resold. There's a lot of people, employees, kind of will take them sometimes too. But the issue is, so this one, the box came already a little bit damaged. Now I can return it to Walmart and then they can tell me, yes, we'll refund you, but there isn't any more in stock. That's one issue that you run with. The other one is, they also taped it. So it kind of defeats the whole purpose of being able to display them, and now it has tape on the bottom too. So now it's done. I mean, unless I left it sealed, typically I don't think many people will want the tape on there for the same reasons of being able to display and, kind of showcase them. Funko Pops, when it comes to The Office, I try to collect them all. There's only 2 that I am missing. They're not expensive. Michael Clump and then just a Dwight, in the basketball outfit. I have the chase already. And so I collect these because I'm a completist. Once I have one line page, I try to get all of them. And so I thought I was gonna be close to being done, and then I got this one. So let's just go ahead and open it up. The box is already damaged. I already cut the seal here because I was trying to showcase them earlier. So let's just open them up. Jim, and Dwight. This one they try to seal was their printer. then Karen catches Jim in his car trying to hide in the lady's uniform with the fake mustache, and then Michael. So now the other issue is, I still like to collect, to keep the boxes for, having to move them or transport them, like when you move houses. But then, what's the point, Like, I might as well keep it open, right? So that's where you start running into the issues of the open box, keeping them enclosed, because the boxes get damaged, and in case you have protector on all of them, you're investing on all of them, there isn't really much of a point. And typically, like any other collectibles that get released, we have this FOMO, right? This fear of missing out. So unless it's something that everybody's chasing and is hot, brand new, more than likely you're not going to really get much more than what you initially paid for it. Yes, there is some that you can double and you can triple, but for me, kind of, time is money. I'm not going to go run out to Target first thing morning, grab 2 or 3 pops, and then try to flip them for double on eBay, and then have to worry about shipping and feedback and getting taxed and eBay cuts or whatnot, Macari, all that kind of stuff, having to meet up with people. Now for, if I got one for, if this was $30, and let's just say I was lucky enough to get it, sell it for 50, so for $20 minus the cut of wherever, having to list it, worried about the feedback, even if I sold it locally to somebody to where I didn't have to, pay any of those kinds of fees, now I have to meet them somewhere, and then, there's all this kind of safety stuff and scammers. And so for me, for $20, luckily enough, it's not really that, enticing to me. Now, on the other hand, for some people, it's that thrill of the hunt. You do what you got to do that hustle. I guess, if you're able to come up on 2 or 3 of these and you sell them $20, above your cost, and yeah, now you came up 60, and now you can invest it into something else a little bit more expensive, or something else that you've been eyeing for. So so you can, it just kind of depends what your overall goal is. If you're trying to, supplement your income, sure, it can help. Sometimes you'll make some, and sometimes you'll lose some. If you're trying to replace your income, well, you really have to kind of step up the scale of what you do it. And you think about when you go to these stores that resell them, or even that are dealers, how many times you go in there and you see these pops that are just sitting on the shelf for days, weeks, months on end, and they just can't get rid of them. And sometimes, like a lot of these other places, they just kind of depend on people getting tired of their collection and just wanting to move on. It takes up a lot of space. Have all these shelves up here, people get the Billy cases, and it takes up a lot of real estate in your house, in your floor plan, to house everything. So you really have to do your research. You really have to be on top of it, and it can be done. It's just really what the investment is for you as far as time is concerned. And so I thought about it. I said, well, hey, if I can make a few bucks here and there, it can kind of fund the hobby as I go along, then great. But then what happened was I initially started collecting mostly just comics. And yeah, I could, flip a comic here and there, make 20 bucks here, 30 bucks there, but then I'm spending, 2, 3, 4 hours having to do all this work, where for me it's like I'd rather just go work and then make that money, buy what I want to buy, and not have to worry about all that hustle and bustle. Now, I admire and I respect that people that do. It's not for me. So really you have to think about is how much time are you willing to invest in doing this. So when it comes to the out of box, in box, I just, I take out the ones that I like and the ones that I've spent because I've been trying to track down the complete part of the collection. I'll just leave those in the box. The only example that I have is I do have a Moon Knight one, glow in the dark, and I kept that in the box just because I didn't have a display for it. And then next thing I knew, it blew up, and then it cost me $40 on eBay, and I thought it was too much. And then now people are trying to sell it for like $200 or more. I'm gonna keep it. I'm a big Moon Knight fan, Mr. MK, right? So hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment. What do you feel? What's your preference? Like and subscribe. We'll see you guys later.